My audio not on?
No, it's music coming.
Okay, hold on. It was muted. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Sorry guys, welcome to the stream here. This is day 4 of vibe coding until I make $1 million. So let's get this started now. So as I was saying, while I was muted the whole time, I didn't even realize. So basically the new app that I'm going to be working on here is called Warp, W-A-R-P. And it allows you to, essentially have multiple terminal windows open that you're working on at a time. So as I was kind of explaining before, you just kind of open up a whole bunch here, vertical or horizontal, whatever you like. Starts off as a normal terminal. You can boot up codecs here. There we go. And then I can boot up, for example, Claude here. And you can essentially use as many agents as you want. So right now on Claude, I actually don't have a monthly subscription with Claude. However, I do believe I'm going to try to pick one up probably later today. So for now, I'm just running the GPT subscription. It's a $20 a month plan. So I do have a good amount of usage there. Let's see here. I just exited out on one of these. Which one did I exit out on? Nope, they're all open. I guess I didn't exit on anyway. Okay. So this one's on. Okay, I don't need that. So let's get rid of that. Okay. So let's take a look here. So let me just show you guys the actual app itself and where I'm at with it. So let's just open. See, I'm trying this out here where I have this Project Hero, where I'm going to be working on the Project Hero tab of my app, and then the notification center. So I put them under two separate. This is basically the first time I'm actually using GitHub in a way to actually merge two projects or two sessions together while I'm working on them. So hopefully it'll work out just fine. So let me just show you guys where I'm at with this right now. So this is my app here. I'll give you guys a quick rundown just in case if anybody doesn't know too much about it here. So basically this app is just something that I'm building just to learn the process on how to code. What kind of features can I add in? What kind of features am I going to have trouble with? And it's helped a lot because now I know exactly what to expect when I try to make an app that I actually want to ship, which I've actually got a couple ideas for that. And I do want to get started on that today. So just a quick rundown here. So these tabs here, I'm basically just adding these as like mini apps that I use personally. So copy squared, for example, it just monitors your clipboard and then it can format it accordingly. So for example, these files that I have, just say someone's asked me, hey, can you send me a list of the files in the folder? You don't want to send an image. So what you can do is instead of pressing Control-C to copy and paste, I just press Control-Shift-C and my app will pick that up. And you can see here, there's a little notification center as well. So let me just move that around here. So this notification center, I just added in recently. So this one here will open up, it'll show the notifications. Then here you can see the text here is with commas between, formatted as a nice list, right? So that's kind of what this section does. It takes text and formats it in a more reasonable pattern. And I'm going to add more options here for certain specific types of formatting. But again, this is like a personal part of the app, so this is not something I'm going to spend a lot of time on. Same with this, a hybrid sleep. So for example, when I lock my PC, you hit the Windows and L button to lock it, but sometimes I want to turn the monitor off, but I don't want to press the button on my monitor. So I do have a shortcut here that I use, which just turns off my monitor display off switch. That'll just turn off the monitor. So I just had this button here, do the same thing, locks Windows and then turns off the monitor. The other buttons are self-explanatory. They do pretty much what they say. Space Watcher is a tab that just keeps an eye on my hard drives, on free space, gives me a warning in the notification center when it reaches a warning or critical level. I want my notes is just a random tab I added because I needed access to my notes. So I just made it here so I can quickly copy and paste them. I'm going to skip this. I'm going to show this one. Audible, I'm going to add in options to change my audio output. Project Hero is one that I'm going to be working on today for you. So you'll see me working on this. This is just a simple backup backup feature to back up my project folders either on demand or on a timer. Mainly right before I start working for the day, I like to make a backup, and then if I add certain features throughout the day, just kind of keep making backups. And then the final one that I just added, which I'm also going to be working on today, and this is one of the two main ideas that I have apps that I actually want to make. This Codex bot is just a simple bot that I want to add, kind of like this notification center, but a nice small and thin small notification center that just has like lights or dots that light up whenever any Codex session is open on your PC, whether it's in terminal, whether it's in WRP, hopefully VS Code. I don't know if I can implement that yet, or even in the Codex app, desktop app itself. But I want on the sidebar, a light to come up when it's working, go off when it's not working, show some basic info, and then when you hover your mouse over it, it'll expand out. When it expands out, it'll show a list of all your sessions that are open on your PC, with the session IDs, the name, what it's doing, the status. And then if you click on one of those sessions, it'll open up more options where you can either force it to stop, you can exit it, maybe some other options, and there'll be a text box so you can just quickly send a prompt to that session, and you don't have to find the window and put it in. And there'll also be a button that you click to focus the window. So if you want to say, hey, I don't know I have so many apps on my PC, I don't know where the session is, you can click a button and it'll bring in focus that window with the session right in front of you so you have access to it. So that's kind of the little app idea that I had, just a little assistant to make Codex a bit more refined when you're using it in different places on your PC. Because I find, you're going to be using WRP, you're going to use a terminal inside of Unreal or VS Code or Blender or something like that. So I want to try to find a way to implement them all together so you kind of have a big status update on all of your terminals. So you have to switch through apps if you're trying to find one, or if you want to know what it's doing, something like that, right? And the second app idea I have is just an idea for me to make an app so I can ship it. And that's basically just like a WhisperFlow clone. Like, see how I have WhisperFlow here? I just want to make a clone of that, right? I know it's not going to make me $1 million. I know other people have those apps and they're selling it. I don't care. I just want to make it. I want to sell it so I can learn the process. How do I deal with the payment processors? How do I deal with support tickets? How do I deal with updates to the app? Hosting, things like that. I just want to learn that process before I go full head on. Now, if I come up with an idea and build an app that I can go full head on, then by all means. But for now, I just want to get an app out there, just so I can get the process down. And I also want to do it with a game, just a simple game. I just want to upload it to Steam and see what I can make out of it, basically. So that's basically my main goal, just to make an app to ship, make a game to ship, and then make an actual app that I actually want to spend my time on. So what we're going to do today is just work on this simple app, the Project Hero, just because I want to get a little backup thing going. And then I want to work on the Codex bot, which will actually get everything together in a nice little notification center. So yeah, that's basically the plan for today. Just take a look at my notes here. Where did I put it? Okay. Tabs ready to redesign or take your aging model. That's the space washer tab. We'll do that later. Fix bug in notification center. We can do that later. Build a secondary widget that will contain Codex. Maybe, yeah, that's the one I'm talking about here. So that's definitely what we want to work on. And then the Project Hero. So we'll start working on Project Hero, and then as that's working, we'll start working on the Codex bot, which is why I have these two terminals open. I know a lot of guys have 10 of them open, like 5 on top, 5 on the bottom. I just don't have enough work to do right now to justify that. So even though I want to look cool by doing that, it's going to be useless. So 2 I can work with. And I figure, working with 2 is just a good way for me to get used to that process. And, just learn how to do everything, basically, Okay, let's see here. Give me 1 second here. I also got to create a shortcut to hide my screen on the stream if I need to launch something. I got to figure all that out, and I also got to put my chat onto the screen. That's another thing I got to figure out. All right, let's see here. All right, So just bear with me just 1 second. I just want to get my my streaming link here and just send it off to a buddy of mine. And then we'll get going on this here. All right. Oh crap. Okay, so did that mess up my audio? No. And I hope YouTube doesn't flag my video again, man. Yesterday I did a stream and I went to Spotify and just typed in royalty-free music. Play that in the background, and of course YouTube flagged it. So now I'm using the YouTube, what is this? This one here. The audio platform or playground, whatever they call it. So I got this playlist from there. So hopefully they won't flag the video this time. Anyway, so let's get started here now. So let me just bring up a copy of my app here. Let me bring up another copy of my app here. I like to make a copy so when actually it's not even going to work on this one, it's going to work in the other folder. So but anyway, when it's building a source, I like to make sure if I'm using the app, then just make a copy. However, it's not going to be working out of here because it's going to be working out of this one and this one. I was in this one here. That's where I merged it and committed it together with the GitHub. Okay, so Project Hero, here we are. So let's get started here. So far it just has a simple source folder and destination folder, right? So I want to add where I can bring this clear backup button a little bit higher, and then below it I can have clear backup, and I can also have a add button that'll add it to automated backup list, and then there should be a setting button next to it that'll tell you when to back up. If there's any flags, if it's bigger than this size, then don't do it, etc. So let's try to figure that out. So I do want and backup buttons should be moved up along with the progress bar and be placed just below the folder entry boxes. Let me just type the rest of it out here. And underneath add a third button next to the backup button, and it should be a button that says add entry, and then below it should be a box where the user will add the source folder and the destination folder to an automated list. And then once it's added to the list, there should be like a settings button next to it where the user can click on it and then bring up a settings window, which will allow the user to set when to do the backups, whether it's every minute, every hour, every day, every weekend, or every week, and every month or every year. And then the user can obviously choose, if they choose year, then they can only put in Well, they got to put in like the month of the year that they want to back it up. If they do the month, they should do the month, the day of the month to back it up. If they do the week, then they need to choose the day of the week and have it all laid out in a way where it's as compact as possible, meaning they can choose. If they choose day, then the options next to it will change to choose the day of the week with the drop down menu with each day of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. They choose it, and then there should be an option for, regardless of what time they choose, whether it's day, month, year, next to it should be an option to choose what time of the day to do the backup. So either they can choose a time, and then maybe we can add some variables of like what other options they can do. But if you think of something like that, just add the feature in and we can change it later. Make sure the settings window follows the design language of my app. And obviously make sure the layout is done in a way where we can change it, because we probably will be making a lot of changes, adding features, adding variables, adding rules, when to back up, when not to back up. What's up, Dakota Conley? Or is that I think you're the Discord guy. Am I right? Let's see here. Okay. Let me just read through this real quick. The progress bar and be placed below the folder entry box is added. Third button next to the backup button should be a button that says add entry. Below it should be a box where the user can add the source folder. Hold on. Should be a button that says add entry. Below it should be a box where the user will add the source folder to an automated list. Below it should be a box where the user will add the entry. It should be able to know what to add. The entry to a list. Add the entry to a list. Yeah, I would say that. Once added to the list, it should know. There should be a settings button next to it where the user can click on it and then bring up a settings window. The settings window will allow the user to set what to do with the backups for that specific entry every minute, hour, weekend. If you're able to add any additional options, like when the PC boots or when it's not in use, if there's anything that's easy that you can add in, features like that, just add them in, but just be sure that we can edit it later. The user can obviously choose if they choose, okay, so the user can choose year, then they have to put in the month of the year they want to back it up. If they choose the month, they should choose the day of the month to back it up. If they do week, they need to choose the day of the week. Have it all laid out in a way where it's compact as possible, meaning if they choose day, then the options next to it will change to choose the day of the week with the drop-down menu. And okay, with each day of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever they choose, regardless of what time they, regardless of what option they choose, whether it's day, month, or year, next to it should be an option to choose what time of the day to do the backup. Maybe we can add some variables for other options they can do. If you think of something like that, just add the feature and we can change it later. Make sure the settings window follows the design language of my app, and obviously make sure the layout is done in a way we can change it possibly. Making a lot of changes, adding features, variables. Okay, that looks good. And obviously what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take, well, not obvious, I keep saying obviously, it's not obvious. Let's see here. Write a prompt for Codex CLI. I want to add a feature to my Project Hero tab in my app. Come on. Codex always slows down like that for some reason. All right, feed it in and let it write the prompt. That way it, you know, when I send it in, it'll be able to understand a lot better. And I find I get much better results when I do this, especially when I'm, you know, adding in a feature that tries to do quite a bit and needs to be understood. So let's see here. Okay. Looks good. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Perfect. So let's take that and let's feed her in. So we got this one here. This is the project, right? Project hero, yes. Okay. Let's go. So that one is working. And now for this one, which is the Codex bot. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to write a prompt for this one here. Thought I already did. Did I? No, I don't think I did. No. Okay. So let's just see here. Okay. Write a prompt for Codex CLI. For my app called Tool Tabs, I just added a tab in there called Codex Bot, and I would like to add in the feature for this tab. And what it's going to be is quite a complicated notification center that will be able to identify as many Codex sessions as possible that are currently active. So like if it's a desktop app, the Codex desktop app, I just identify the session that is currently open in their app. If not, then maybe we can try that later unless Codex is able to figure out how to get all the session IDs of active sessions. But the main thing is for the sessions that are open in terminal or WARP, W-A-R-P, and essentially that's where I want to get all the session information from. So in this tab, let's first set up the notification center that will be for this. I'll give a reference image to what I want it to look like. But let's also put this in the tab of Codex bot as well. So whatever is in the notification center, let's duplicate it in the tab, just so we have a place to take a look at it. And the first thing I want to implement is just to be able to list out all the detected sessions of Codex that are running. And I want it to list out its status, whether it's working, what model is active, whether it has full access or not, how much context is used, the working folder, the project name, and the session ID. And if there's any additional information that you can think of, just add that as well. But make sure that when you list out the sessions that are detected, it should be a fairly compact list. It should just have the app that it's working in, the model that's loaded up, and just basic information that should only take like 1 or 2 lines. And then when the user clicks on that, it should open up, like the notification, for example, will expand out and then show you much more information for each of those session entries. And then once the user clicks on one of those sessions, then maybe like in the app, the tab, just underneath it, create some text boxes where the user can put in text there and it'll send it as a prompt to that session. And then you can also have some other options below where they would put that prompt in to emergency stop that agent with whatever they're doing, to check its and any other information that the user might find useful to view. So let's just get that going for now. So in the notification center, I wanted to create just a small list of the instances. When the user hovers over it, it should expand out and show much more information for each session. Then when the user clicks on the session, it should open up the rest of the options where they can put in a prompt and send it to it, and then some other options to emergency stop it, etc. In the tab in the app, pretty much do the same thing, but just have the notification center expand inside the tab. And then when they click on a specific session, then it'll expand further. So let's just make that for now, and we can test it out. Okay, it's gonna write a prompt for that. Okay, and then let's first ensure this is working in a separate folder. That's notification, that's Project Hero, good. Okay. And guys, just let me know if the music volume is fine. Obviously, I want to make sure you guys can hear me more than the music, but the music is just there, so it's not like dead silence when I'm just sitting here thinking and whatnot. But yeah, just let me know, make sure, at least if you can hear the music properly, but main thing is make sure you can hear my voice properly. And I hope the music's not distracting. If it is, let me know. Okay, at the end, summarize. Okay, I'm gonna add some extra text as well. Moving out first as we implement these features, then confirm with me before proceeding. And if you need to launch the app to test it, pause and confirm with me first so I can make sure I don't touch my keyboard and mouse while you're testing. And before I do that, I do want to make a little mock-up real quick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this here. Oops. Take that. And we will feed it to Buddy here. Let's go in the, where's the temp folder? Where's the temp folder? I thought I had a temp folder here. Okay. So I'm building an app and I need just like an example image of what I want it to look like. So the image that I've attached, follow that design language, but make me just a simple notification center that will hover on the user's desktop. And it should be it should be like a almost vertical, which should take up vertically about half the screen size. So if it's 1080 pixels, it should be about 500 pixels. And then horizontal, it should start out let's say 100 pixels, and it should have little green dots that are almost like status indicators. So if it lights up green, then it's on. If it doesn't, it's off. And then it should have entries down there, vertical entries, and it should have, it's going to list terminal instances that are open of codecs. So just have it say, have it list the app that it's in, and whether it's working or not, and the light next to it. And then that's all I want you to design for now, because I'm gonna have the app design something where when you hover over it, it'll expand open. But for now, I just want to give it an example of what I want the static widget to look like. So let's see what it comes up with. I just want to get an example so it can kind of follow that design language. That's one thing I gotta work on. How can I figure out, you know, where I can make easy examples of what I want my UI to look like when I already have this UI and I want it to follow that design language? There has to be like an AI service that does that. But I mean, this one does it fairly well anyway. But yeah. Because like Midjourney and whatnot, obviously they can do it because it's all like artistic stuff, but I need like strict UI stuff. I mean, usually it works out pretty good like this when you describe it, but I just wish it was better in a way. It does take a while too. I don't know why it takes so long. Okay, that's not bad, but I want it a lot smaller. A lot smaller. Okay. Like it would be much more compact horizontally. A lot of empty space between the stretching color and the time. Push it together as much as you can to make it as compact as possible. So I even told it, like, I only want it to be like 100 pixels. And I know that's kind of extreme, but I just want it to be just like a light and then some text underneath it, under each entry that just says the title. That's all I want. So maybe like realistically, like maybe 200 pixels, 250 maybe. Let me just see, am I tripping out here? No, yeah, 100 pixels. That's more than enough. 100%. That's way more than enough than for what I want. Like I want it to be even smaller than this here. Okay, I just want it to be like out like maybe this far. That's it. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. I can probably edit that in a photo editor to make it look a bit better, but it's on the right track. Let's see here. So it's lined up with the status text, and that way you can move it close. That way you can compact even more horizontally. And I wanted to remove the all button at the top. I don't need that right now. Because if I give that as an example, then Codex won't know what, well, I mean, it'll probably know what to do with it, but then when I want to remove it or change it, then, you know, just, not that it causes problems, but you want to try to be as efficient as possible. You don't want to add in code that you're going to purposely take out later. That's always a bad idea. It just confuses the AI even more. Like even like when you're dealing with multiple sessions and whatnot, just really gotta be careful with that. All right, there's a lot of stuff like table here that's moving off. I'm trying to see what that is. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on one sec. That's better. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. All right, this is not bad. Yeah, I can work with that. We'll just do that for now. I can make it more compact later. But this is just in the temp here. Let's just save that there. Instead of wasting more tokens, I'm just gonna get rid of this all button myself. Okay, I think that looks good. That's pretty much, oh crap. There we go. Why is it doing that? There we go. All right. So that is what I want. So I'll give that as an example. Okay, so I think that should be good. Okay. So here the clipboard thing is empty. No, I'll just add it. I'll just add the photo. Okay, so that's added, and we can get that going now. That's gonna be a big one. Okay, looks like Project Hero is done here, so let's give that a shot. And where are we going here? GitHub or GitHub? What do you guys say, GitHub or GitHub? All right, let's see what this looks like here. Project Hero. All right. Let's see if it added the settings option that I wanted. I need a small folder. It doesn't have too many files. Okay, just some images. Copy people UI. Okay, so that's the source, and that's the destination. So let's add entry. Okay, so is it up right away? So we got entry name. So let's just say test backup process. Oops, enter. Okay. So source, destination, and schedule. So let's say every hour. And time of day. Okay, we got to fix how this looks. Definitely have to fix how this looks. It better be 24 hours. Good. Okay. So it says every hour to back it up. So let's see here. So we'll go 145, 1345. Every hour, it's gonna back up that folder. Let's just go 42. It's gonna go every hour. And let's save. I'm curious if it's gonna show in my notification center. I don't think it will. But yeah. Okay. So it looks like it has made its plan. Let's see. No, this is wrong. This is wrong. What the hell did I paste to it, man? See, this is why I like when I paste, it actually shows the text that I'm pasting. Doesn't just say pasted 1,000 lines or something. I'm sure I can change that, but see, I got to keep an eye on that. I just want to confirm because I'm pretty sure. Okay, so yeah, so that's where I told it to review my files. Then add a new tab called codex. Okay, so it did that. And then here you go. It was a Project Hero thing. You gotta be kidding me, man. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Okay. Okay. Shit. Now see, all of that is going to be in the context now, right? And I don't want to do that when I'm making it like a huge feature like this. Because whatever you say in this thread, just for those who don't know, everything that I've said previously kind of stays in like the temporary mind of the AI. So now that I've pasted it, the entirely like the wrong feature, if I go ahead, it's going to have that wrong feature, in the back of its head. It's going to take up context space. So when it starts hallucinating, it could bring up anything from there. I mean, God knows what can happen, right? So that's actually quite dangerous. So I think I'm just gonna shut this down and bring it back up. I don't trust it. So just cut that down. Let's see, codex. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. Familiarize yourself with my project. You recently added a codex bot tab, and now we're going to be adding the actual notification center for this feature, but we're also going to add it to the tab as well. Just wait for my prompt. I'll tell you exactly what to do. For now, just familiarize yourself with my project. Okay, and we'll let that go. Yeah, see, my bed is still showing up as he's in the background there. Does that look better? Yeah, so now you can't see him. Okay, perfect. All right, so now this one, Project Hero is done. Now did I just interrupt its build? When was that created? No, 45. What folder I'm in? I'm in Project Hero. Did you run a build? Because I don't see recently modified build in the folder. What? Cannot find path. Project artifacts, Project Hero build. Yeah, it's not even there. Why is it looking there for it? Only one place that it ever builds, and it's here. There we go. Now it's doing it. Okay, so this one is ready here. We have its prompt. That's the wrong one. Where did I put the prompt for that? I think I did it in here, maybe. But I think I did both. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so let's copy that. I still have this here, so we'll put that in with it. And then I just gotta add my the image for context. So let's do that. All right. Okay, pasted content. He has nothing to do but go for it. Might as well. Okay, it's still not built. Oh, shoot. Did it back up there? We didn't even check, did we? Next at 242. Okay, so now it's going to do it at 150, right? Why does it say never run? Maybe it's never been run? Destination, okay. So copy people is here. Like, I know the copying thing works. I already tested that. Now I got to test this. But anyway, I got to refresh my memory a bit. What do we do here? Okay, where is, hold on. Sorry guys, just bear with me a second. I'm just trying to figure this out here. So let's talk about the Blender MCP. Edited 2 files. Why is this showing me a history of a different thread? Oh, okay, so these are previous, oh my god, so it's showing me everything, man. Why is it doing that? Okay, yeah, I think we're good, man, because I think that's the only thing that I did with the app. But anyway, okay, let's just confirm. What is, oops, oh, that's done as well. The last task you did with the app, is it the backup scheduling, or did you do a task after that? Did I give you another prompt to fix anything after you put in the okay, so yeah, this is not backing up. Well, I mean, okay, let's take a look here. Yeah, it's not backing up here. Remove settings. Okay, you know what? Let's just go every minute. Save. And while it does that, we'll go source. And whatever, we'll put it in here for now. Backup confirm. So yeah, so it is working. So it does copy the folders, but scheduling is the problem here. So next one is at 153. It is 153 right now. Something tells me it's not going to do it, so we got to fix that. Let's see here, confirms implementation. Okay, so I think this one is ready to go. Far too complicated for me to read through all this, but this is exactly why I write the prompt for it, or get Codex to write the prompt and then feed it. But you have to make sure you do it in a separate thread, or else it's kind of pointless. But okay, that's my prompt. All right, yeah, this is gonna be heavily complicated, so yeah, let's do this. All right, go for it. Okay, so yeah, that's good. Okay, so yeah, it's clearly not backing anything up here. Let me just try something real quick here. And you know, if there is a manual option, where's the button to manually do it? So if I keep it on manual, how am I going to get it to run? All right, let's just try every minute again and just wait a minute, see if it does it, but I don't think it's going to do it. So let's get Codex to write me another prompt here. All right. Okay, so the project hero tab, the backup scheduling does not seem to be working. If I set it to backup every minute, it doesn't seem to be backing it up. Or even if I set it hourly and set the minute and wait for it, it does not back it up. Also, I noticed that in the entry list, next to the settings and remove button, there should be a backup button so you can manually back it up. So even if the user chooses manual or not, you know, there's always a button next to the entry for them to manually run that backup. Also, when you click on the settings, the window should follow the design language of my app, meaning the buttons and the like the minimize, maximize, and close button on the top should match my app. And also the remove button. When the user clicks the remove button, when they click it once, it should turn with the red text, black background, and red border as like a confirmation. So when you click remove, it should change the colors to black and red and then display the word confirm with a question mark. And only that button should turn red when you click the remove button. Because another issue I noticed is when you click the buttons that are below where you choose a destination folder, the clear button clears the folder list, which is fine. But the backup button does the confirmation behavior. However, it should only do that behavior to the backup button. Right now it's doing it to the clear and the add entry button as well. Also, if the user clicks the backup or the add entry button, but there are folders there's only one folder selected, like the source or the destination, then obviously it shouldn't do it. Those buttons should be disabled until there is something to either clear or both fields are filled for backup or for adding the entry. So if you can fix that for me as well. Okay. Okay. Let's give that a shot. That one is still working. Looks like it's building now, so that might be done. Folder am I in here? We're in Project Hero. Okay, so it said the first one succeeded, but it's still working on it. I'm just gonna quickly copy it and then just run it just to see where it's at. Although I think it's almost done now. Okay, let's just try it out. not what it's supposed to look like. But I'm assuming it's now adding the notification center. Refresh, close, emergency stop. This session does not expose a supported control channel. Session state is unavailable. Windows process unknown. So it's not able to. Why does it say close? Oh, okay. Refresh. Yeah, I figured this might be a bit of a problem. I gotta figure out how I can get this app to detect the codex instances that are running. Okay, well, so this project hero, I believe, is prompt is done. So, okay, let's just let this finish. Hopefully, maybe it'll fix it. We don't know, right? And let's see here. This one, I believe I can go ahead and just give it this task here. And let me just make sure that I am pasting in what I want to paste in. I don't make that mistake. Project Hero tab. Yes, that's what I want. Okay. Let's also add in customer station. Just no, you know, let's just get it going here. Let's send that off. And we got both working there. Do we have any tool tabs open? We don't. Okay. So let's just let that work and we'll go from there. In fact, I'm probably just gonna go for a quick smoke. So just give me a couple minutes here, guys. Oh, actually, this one's already done. Oh, all right, let's take a look here. So this one is the notification center. Is it a fresh build? It is. Let's take a look. I don't see any notification center. Process name, PID, and start time. Okay. Did you implement the notification style so it's separate from the app? Because I only see the Codex bot inside the Tool tab app itself, which is good, but it should also appear kind of like a widget on the user's desktop in a real compact space. Did you do that or no? Don't do anything. Yes, just answer my question. Partially, I reused the existing Beeper desktop notification window and added the view inside its panel. No. Oh, I mean, okay, we can use that for now, I guess. I mean, that's not bad. I can maybe implement that in a way, but you know what? We'll keep it like that for now. But let's do this. A minute. It's the wrong button. Okay. So let's see here. I do want this to be somewhat smaller. Let's see here. Hold on. The writer prompt for me for Codex CLI, the notification center that it implemented for Codex bot, it implemented it into the beeper notification center that I already have. However, I wanted to make it separate. I don't want it to be with the beeper notifications. So have it make it separate and keep the current design that it has, because when the window currently says Codex activity, that's good. I want to keep that, but also try to keep it as compact as possible, keeping only, you know what? Yeah, okay, keep it as compact as possible. Until the user hovers over it, and then it can expand out horizontally. Also in the system tray, when the user right-clicks on the tool tab icon, add two options there, so the user can show or hide either the beeper or the Codex bot notification center. Keep everything in the app the same for now. The way the tab looks for Codex bot is good. Yeah. Oh shoot! No, stop. That's why I always use writing prompts and stuff elsewhere and then paste it in, because of issues like that. And I don't know why I clicked on that button. I never do that. I always use the keyboard specifically. So I don't even use enter to send the button. I use control enter or control S, and then pressing enter just starts a new line for me. Okay. Write a prompt for me, no. For Codex CLI, the notification, okay, implemented the beeper center. the beeper notification center that I already have. I wanted to make it separate. I don't want it to be with the beeper notifications. Have it make it separate. Make it a separate widget and keep the current but keep the current design that bot has, because the window currently says codex activity. That's good. And the reason why I'm saying it says codex activity, because I don't want it to keep this part of the window. I don't want that, because this part obviously has like the icon here and the notification number here, just like this. So it's kind of like nested. I don't want that. I wanted to keep just this. That's why I'm mentioning the codex activity, so it can identify that. That's good. I want to keep that, but also try to keep it as compact as possible. Okay, try to not keep it, but make it as compact as possible until the user hovers over it. It can expand out horizontally. And the reason why I changed this wording here, but also try to keep it as compact as possible. If I say try to keep it as compact as possible, it's going to think that I'm saying keep it the way it is, because it's already as compact as possible. That's what it's going to think. But I wanted to make it as compact as possible until the user hovers over it. Then it can expand out horizontally. Also in the system tray, when the user right clicks on the tool tabs icon, add two options there so the user can show or hide either of the beeper or the codex bot notification center. Keep everything in the app the same for now. The tab, yeah, keep everything else notification center. So the two options you're going to add in the system tray will be show/hide. Actually, no, just keep show beeper. And the second option is show codex bot, and then you can check box on or off. Okay, so the two options we're going to add in the system tray will be show, hide. No, I like to put it in quotes sometimes, so it'll label it exactly that. I don't want it to say anything else. Then you can check the box on or off. Keep everything in the app the same for now. And it says write the prompt. Okay. Okay, and I see now I mentioned the title right away separately, and that's kind of what I don't like. That sometimes not writing a prompt might be advantageous, but I mean, that's not a big deal. We can change it later if it does the same nesting behavior. It's not a big deal. We can fix that. Okay, that one I believe looks good. Let's paste it here. So again, we can make sure we are pasting the right crap. Right tool tabs, yes. What is that beeping sound, Mr. Streamer? Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. I've seen that message before and I have no idea what that means. I don't really care. Oh, this is still working. Okay. Oh, this is for this one, sorry. Okay. So I just want to make sure nothing else that I am forgetting here. See the PID numbers, I wonder what that's used for. Codex instances that are running on my PC in any terminal, and it only found these three, and I'm wondering what the PID number is, if I can somehow identify which app or which window that's in on my PC. Is that possible? Don't do anything, just give me the information. Don't do anything yet, just give me the information. Dude, every time I use Codex Desktop, like my PC just starts like freezing up. The mouse is moving all like slow and shit. Yeah, that still doesn't give me any information, man. So 5616 is, I'm guessing the Codex, yeah, that's definitely the Codex app. So 17876. Hmm. 8524. So all three is showing something relatively different. Not even giving me the whole text there. Let's see if we can figure it out. All that. I hate it when I press these little shortcuts. I don't know what they are. Different and my identify which ones are correct voice, and maybe it's this. That's not bad. Pretty sure, because those are the only three terminals that I have, but I want to make sure. I want to be able to identify them, right? So for the Codex app, what were we doing here? What image did I paste? I pasted this image. Where is the text for that? Modify the Codex modification center completely separate. Yes. So let us send this off. Why am I even giving it an image? That's gonna waste. Okay, so I pasted that many characters. Is it going to... What's happening here? Oh. Okay. So yeah, let's go. Okay. I don't have any. Oh, I do have tool tabs running. I want to make sure I don't cause any conflicts. Okay. Okay, now let's see here for the project hero. I believe it implemented it, right? So let's take a look here. I should just keep both of them open. Try that later. So this one is for that. This one is for that. All right, let's try this again here. So copy people. And then if we try backup, or add entry, okay, that's good. It's 133. It didn't do a build. Did you run a build? Because I don't see a modified build to run. No, the latest app did not complete. Failed because of that process. Damn it, so I had to open the background. Okay. Well, dude, get the point, man. Run the build. Run the build. Why is it taking so long? Three running tool tab processes. What? See, that's not good. I'm gonna have to identify that. I don't know why my task manager is taking so long to start up. It just started happening recently. Wow, okay, so there's 4 of them running. At least they're not leaking memory. But yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. Run it now. There we go. Okay, good. So now I cannot click the backup. The clear works. Excellent. Now let's try the destination. And we'll just try a backup here. Confirm. Nice, thank you. And then we will add entry. We will do every minute. Go. So 225. And why is this button chopped out at the end? Better fix that. See, this one is still running. That one's still working. Okay, backup done. It even puts the like the date and time in the folder. That's excellent. Okay, I just want to make sure it does at least one more, so I know it's automated. And then I'll just try the hour one for now, just make sure that works. And I think that should be good for now. And then I got to fix this remove thing, and I also want to add. Okay, yeah, I think we'll add additional features later because just got a couple ideas I think that I want to implement, but first we got to fix this move thing. I don't like that at all. Oh, would you look at that? Nope, that's 225. Next one, 226. Oh wait, yeah. Okay, there you go. So yeah, I created a new one. Excellent. So that is good. And then obviously I want to make sure that when I enable, I want to make sure I see 228 and no backups. Okay, now this one is done. That one is going. It looks like there's a fresh build. Let's give it a shot. I don't see any notification center. Maybe it's okay. The beeper's gone. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, 227, there's no backup. Okay, that's good. Let's remove this, close that down. Okay, and we will reopen that. However, where to go? I closed it. Okay. Oh, it's down here. There it is. Okay, I did not see it. Okay, I can't move it. Okay, okay, so it's stuck in the corner and I cannot move it. Okay, in the system tray, add an option directly under lock beeper to be able to lock codex bot. So it should be called lock codex bot, and then same behavior when the user unchecks it, they can move around the codex bot notification center. Also, when I try to even if I try to move codex bot, as soon as I point at it, it expands right away. It should only expand after maybe about a second. But those options should be similar to the notification center the way it is. So like in the settings menu of tool tabs, for example, there is a section there for the beeper. I just want to refresh my memory here. So for the settings window, make a tab next to the beeper tab beside it, called codex bot, and add pretty much some of the same settings that the beeper notification center has, but obviously a lot of them don't apply to Codex bot. So just add the related settings. So for example, like keeping Codex bot on top, a checkbox to whether to expand Codex bot, an option to reduce Codex bot motion. It does not need the presentation option, but keep it in there for now. We might modify it. Default corner should be there. Position, hover delay, visible items. Don't worry about retention days, that doesn't apply. Put in the option for pop-up cooldown. And I think that should be it. Okay. Let's check something here. Codex spot, yeah, so there's currently no settings window or anything like that. Okay. Okay, just want to see if any of these light up. No, so it looks like it doesn't light up when it's working. So yeah, I don't think it has any way to communicate with the terminals as of now, so I think we will have to fix that. I mean, there's a lot we're gonna have to fix with that. And let me make sure nothing is running here. I don't know why it was running before, but I think I saw it. Yeah, that's right, it is running. So I gotta figure that out. Why is it still running? Actually, let me just do this here. I only ran this once, I think. It's like, why does my PC close? Like, it hangs up whenever it opens that tab in the task manager. Just, you know, interact with everything here in a way, and then close it. So it doesn't show there, it only shows here. See, now there's two running. Now I'm gonna open this one and just kind of go around the app. Settings, expand that, expand that. Also, when I hover the mouse over the Codex bot, when it tries to expand, because it's at the bottom of the screen, it expands out, but it goes higher up. So when it expands, it obviously doesn't detect my mouse over the notification center, so it immediately collapses right away. So make it so anytime that it expands, it stays open for a minimum of 2 seconds. But obviously if the user has his mouse over the notification center, then it shouldn't collapse. So that'll just give time for the user to be able to keep hovering over the widget so it doesn't collapse on its own. Also change the text label that displays on the widget for the codex bot. Right now it says codex activity. Change it to just codex bot. Okay, I think that'll do it. Okay, so now we got 3 open here. Let me close that. And that one closes. Okay, so I think it is only this one. Project Hero. Let's just open it and close it. And it stays open. I'm gonna open it and close it. And yeah, it stays open. Let's try it when there's none of them running. See if that changes anything. No, does not change anything. Let's open both of these. Close them both, and the one still stays open. Okay. So when I close down the Tool Tabs app, it does disappear from my taskbar, from the system tray and everything. However, it still stays open in my task manager. Can you figure out what's going on there? All right, and let's send that off as well. And again, just make sure we don't have anything running there. And I think I'm just gonna keep this open now because this is getting annoying as well. Okay, we will just keep that open here for now, so I can keep an eye on it. Don't need that anymore. All right, guys, so while both of these are going, let's see here. Okay, so here, I'll run it. I'll close it. And it is still running. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna take just a quick 5-minute break, guys. Yo, wait, why didn't I get I don't know why you didn't get notified, bro. Damn, make sure you're subscribed. I appreciate you coming back though, man. Luna, no, oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm completely using Luna now. Bro, the usage is just insane. Like since yesterday, I only went down 4%, and I mean, it's good. It's almost as good as Sol. I haven't really noticed any issues with it now. So I'm actually, yeah, I'm glad they did that 80%, man. That definitely helping me out. 100% helping me out right now. But yeah, I'm working on 2 separate features of my app. And I also got an idea for like how to implement it with Codex. I want to make something that detects all running Codex instances and is able to tell you like its status, what it's doing, its context, the thread ID number, the title, blah, blah, blah. And then when you click on it, you can quickly just put in a text box, a prompt if you want to send it off. Or you can click a button for it to actually open it and, focus the screen for you if you have, a bunch of windows open. Or you can shut it down from there, or you can force it to stop whatever it's working on, things like that. So if you have like a lot of terminals open, or a lot of windows, you can't find it, just go to the little widget, just say here, this session that's open, paste in a prompt, send it, gone. And then it's working on it, right? Yeah, I'm gonna make it all open source. Especially in the beginning when I start releasing apps, definitely gonna make it open source because like I'm obviously no professional programmer, so I want to make sure that people can look at it and make sure there's nothing wrong with it. There's obviously nothing nefarious that's going to be in there, but I also want to make sure there's not going to be any severe bugs, security issues. That's my main issue. That's one of the things that stopped me from making apps that'll like use your ChatGPT account and implement AI into my app. Like I'm scared to do that because if it's not secure, I'm gonna get in crap for that, right? So that's the issue. Okay, let's just see here. I just had an issue where this app was staying open in Task Manager. So let me just make sure. Yep, properly closes now, so that's good. And then I'm just building this little Project Hero thing. Select a source folder. And then a destination folder, and then you can back it up, or you can add it and back it up here whenever you want. It's still not following the design language, man. What is this? Like, does that look similar? What is this, man? What's going on? And the buttons, I even specifically told it to the buttons, the text boxes. Yeah, I gotta tell it to do that again here. Write a prompt for Codex CLI. The Project Hero tab that I'm working on. When the user adds an entry to the backup scheduler and then clicks the settings button, the minimize, maximize, and close button doesn't quite resemble the one that's in my app. Can you make sure it's identical? Because even the regular settings window of the app looks the same as how I want this settings to look like. So if you can fix that, the text boxes and the buttons in that settings window should also follow the design language of my app. Also, in the backup scheduler list, there is the settings button and the remove button. The remove button seems to be getting cut off. So I need you to compact the list a bit. There's a lot of space in between the folder name and then where it says never run, and then the source and the destination. There's a lot of space in between there. If you can cut that down. Also in between the manually only, not scheduled, last never text and the enable checkbox, there's a lot of space in between there either. So you can compact it a bit so the remove button isn't cut off, and obviously make it follow the window when you resize the window. Okay, so that's good. The app closed. Yes, it did. Okay. Is this one done? It is. I'm never going to be able to go for a smoke at this rate. You've earned a free day of Pro. Thank you, Whisper Pro. Okay. Shutting down. I think I pressed Control C and V at the same time. How is that shutting down? Like, seriously. Okay. Let's try this again. Control V. Thank you. Go. And I don't need this anymore. Let's test out this here. Notification sent 4. Okay, that is still kind of acting weird. No. Okay. Okay, I gotta hide rich. I hate this process, man. Okay. But did it put in the photo? It didn't put in the photo. See, this, I gotta figure this out, man. Like, how can I just add in photos into this work and it even takes it out of my goddamn clipboard? Okay, so while these are working, I'll be back in just like 5 minutes. Okay, so tool tab isn't running. No, that's working. That's working. Okay, I will be back in Just a moment. I think you guys might be able to hear me while I'm out here, but as soon as I look at my my chat, I think the audio is gonna cut out. Give me a second. Oh, is it connected? Yeah, my audio is working. Okay. Did you miss something? Yeah, you pretty much did, bro. I mean, this idea that I got, both of these are done, so I'll test them out. For the codex thing. And then I also want to build like a whisper flow clone, like this whisper flow here at the bottom, where it dictates. I figure if I make that, it's something that I can make easily. I may not make $1 million, but at least I'll be able to, what do you call it? Make an app that I can ship and just get the experience for it, right? Okay, so it fixed the remove button. I can't even remember what else I told to fix. Okay, I did write a prompt. So let me just see here. User adds entry to the back of storage and click setting. Oh yeah, the settings. There we go. Okay, I don't know why it's so big vertically, but the text boxes are still not. Okay. So the text boxes, I gotta fix that. Okay, so the text boxes, remove button's getting cut off. There's a lot of space. Obviously make the window reset. Okay. All right, so yeah, so the settings window, the text boxes. Okay. Okay, so if you go into the settings for an entry in the backup scheduler list, everything looks great except for the text boxes. Those ones still look black, like regular Windows, because Windows theme. However, I want it to look like the rest of the app. The rest of the app has text boxes that have the theme color in the background and a nice curved border. Can you implement that into the settings for the backup scheduler entries? Put that through, and then we'll close the app. Make sure it's closed here. Yep, and then quickly test this. Now I do actually have to cut the stream on the new SaaS. What is SaaS? I've heard that before. What is SaaS? And while you type that, I do have to tell you that I do have to cut the stream. I do have to step out for about an hour or two and then come back. So, but I definitely will stream as soon as I get back. I just have a meeting that I have to get to. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so that's good. Let's check the settings here. Keep it, expand it. Default widget. Let's go top right. Hover delay, let's go 2 seconds for now. And that's it. Now, when does it update those settings? Mr. Settings. Maybe I have to unshow and re-show. No. Now I can move you. Okay, good. Oh yeah, it's at 2 seconds, that's why. Okay, so let's yeah, see, sometimes it opens up way too quickly then. Oh, sometimes, yeah, when I click on it, that's when it does it. Shouldn't be doing that. Should not be doing that. So you should take 2 seconds for it to expand. But every time I click on it, God damn it. Okay. 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 in the image, you can see that there is a box around where it says the word codex bot, and I just want you to remove that box. So it should be just the green icon, the text codex bot, and then the number of notifications. The little box that is around it, just get rid of that. I only want the regular curved border that's already there, but that box that's in the middle right around the text, please get rid of that. And we'll close it down. There's a lot of work that Notification Center needs, man. Software as a service. See, I'm thinking Whisperflow could be something like that, but I think for now I'm just gonna make it just one app that you can download and use. I'm gonna think of like a service app later on, because there's so much more involved in it. And again, what I'll probably do is just get a small idea, a simple app that I can make that is a service app, and just kind of practice with it to make sure that I can provide the service, you know, to the customers that they need, right? So yeah, okay, unfortunately I do have to end this stream now. I'm just gonna run these two tests real quick. Okay, so it did get rid of the box. It's still not acting right a lot of the time when I click on it. Okay, the delay in expanding, it does work. However, I find sometimes when I click to drag, it expands right away and doesn't allow me to drag. I was able to drag it once, but then it kept expanding as soon as I clicked down. Can you figure out why it's doing that? And then, did I close it? Yep. And Project Hero. There we go. I know these drop boxes, I can't really do anything about those. At least I don't think I can. Do I? Yeah, all the drop boxes look the same, so I'll do that later on. So that's good. I'll let this finish, and then when I get back, be in about an hour or two, maybe 3 hours, I'll start the stream back up, and then we'll go from there. So here, I'll just test this out real quick, and then I'm gonna have to shut the stream down, and then I'll be back later on. Yeah, it's still not fixing the issue, man. Okay, I'll have to fix that. Let's see here. So we got this here. Fix codex bot notification center not dragging on mouse down click, it expands. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I will be back later on, and we will go from there. All right, thank you for tuning in, man. Orban, I appreciate you coming by. Hopefully I'll see you back here in a couple hours. All right.